Good evening, my name is Adam Arwood. They call me the Zotmeister. Welcome to Warlord Wednesday. We have yet another game to dive into. This one is decidedly more recent than the other ones that I have been playing from just a couple years ago. This is called Braveland. This is the first in a trilogy of games from this company. Very straightforward, strategic games. But, not without their charm. And I figured I would just start right at the very beginning and dive right in. I've already finished the game on hard. And I played it through again, well, the vast majority of it anyway, on easy, to pick off one last achievement that I missed the first time around. But, this being a Warlord Wednesday, and having certain additional requirements I'll be imposing upon myself during the play of this run, I will be playing it on normal this time around. Because I want to have a chance to finish this game without ever failing or retreating from a battle. Those are my requirements, and I know for a fact that trying to do that on easy is going to be way too easy, and doing that on hard would be a bit riskier than I would care for. So, normal it is. I will enable the tutorial, not that I need it, but so that everyone else can see it. You grew up in a small, far-off village where everyone lives a quiet and peaceful life. Woe came suddenly. Whoa! A ferocious gang of bandits attacked your village. Having plundered your barns and killed anyone who resisted, they disappeared into the darkness. But you're not one to surrender to your fate without a fight. Wearing your father's old armor, you decide to go in pursuit of the villains. So begins the campaign. It's simple, straightforward. I am not done with Master of Orion. I simply failed Master of Orion. I will be back to it when I'm done with this. When I fail a game, I play something else and come back to it. Same rules on Warlord Wednesday as Tactician Tuesday. Same process. This game should only take 2 weeks. This should be simple, straightforward, right back at Master of Orion. That's the theory, anyway. We'll see how it goes. Judging by the tracks, the bandits are headed east. Let's go after them. Very simple world map here. It will be scrolling to the right. Eventually. Quite the distance, in fact. But for now, we start just going one tile at a time. Oh, and hopefully we won't have many hiccups or encoding overloads. I'm going to try to stream this at 60 frames per second, because I love the animation in this game, and it shouldn't be that hard on the system. So, hopefully we'll be able to pull that off. We'll see. Bandits! They're more like animals! We barely got away. We hid in the haystacks until they were gone. Our barns were being robbed while you were busy rolling around in the hay. Because of you, the whole village faces starvation. We didn't think of that. What should we do now? We can still catch the bandits. Follow me! The peasants join you. Yeah, were you not there, Jezendar? Is that what happens? Oh, you maybe bailed early and... yeah, no, I failed that very, very quickly in 1 week. That was, I tried to play it on hard. This proved to be a horrendous mistake. I also tried to be particularly aggressive early on. This was an even worse mistake. They compounded into, it didn't go well. It did not go well at all. But I will try it again after this. Okay. Yes. Pitchforks and projectiles, as I put in the stream title. We start off with the pitchforks. So, this is one of those games where you don't really need to know all the stats, but they can kinda help and show them off. Ordinary farm boy armed with a pitchfork. No special abilities. They can deal 3 to 6 damage on an attack. It is unfortunately random. So many hit points each one has. They have no resistances whatsoever. You can move 3 hexes a turn. It's one of those games. And that is their initiative number, which will determine turn order in the battles. I start with 7 of them. I move on to the next spot. Spots that are gray on the map, you're done with. There's nothing there to be had. Spots that are yellow, something can occur. Spots that are red, there will be a battle. You can see what we're up against here, wolves. And there will be a crossed swords icon over the opponent's marker there, which also shows the difficulty of the battle coming up. Green is easy, then it goes to yellow, then to red, then you start seeing a skull with the crossed swords. And, well, there's one for a particularly nasty battle, but you'll see that later. For now, let's move on here. By the name of Gertrude, my mother, how could we forget? This forest is full of giant wolves! That's enough. A couple of hungry wolves is no match for us. Pitchforks at the ready. Young wolf can handle a sheep, but not a bull. No special abilities. So here is the first battlefield. You can see little hex map here. Super Gordon. Super Gordon. You used to be awesome. What happened, Super Gordon? Also, hi. Good to see you here. This is your unit of 7 peasants. The number shows how many fighters are in the unit. You can move to highlighted cells. Click on the cell, move the unit. Yes, they can move 3 hexes. If they move all 3, they can't attack that same turn. That's why it's dimmed. They want me to move here. I will do so. The more fighters in a unit, the more dangerous it is. Much like Master of Orion, we are dealing with stack combat here. Essentially, every unit in the stack attacks at the same time. But they take damage one at a time from the top down, so numbers are dangerous. Very dangerous in here. Click on the enemy unit and attack it. Now, I have this extra information image here showing. Because I'm a stat junkie like that. That will show me the hit point bar, that's what's in green, for each unit on the map. This number here is how many units are actually in each stack. These are lone wolves. I've got 7 fighters here. 7 peasants. Each is going to deal between 3 and 6 damage. And with the extra information on... Yeah, I can see the actual number. 21 to 42. Chance of killing it outright is the wolf has 35 hit points. We shall just have to click on it and see. Yep, we got it. Now, to the left of the hit point bar, you'll see a little marker there. That's the turn order. Dash is something that is not going to take a turn or already has taken its turn. I get to go first. Out he comes. There we go. Easy enough. We get gold for each enemy we defeat. Units that we lose are always fully recovered between battles, but this costs us gold. We will earn less. If we have too many battles that go poorly, well, we'll start falling behind the scale. We'll be able to we won't be able to hire as many new troops between battles, that sort of thing. So there will be this essential sense of potentially falling behind. Mind you, there are certain things that are worth saving gold up for, advantages later on in the game. So there's a bit of a balance, but yeah, you take your chances. You decide how you want to improve yourself. There is a leveling up mechanic in this. But we now have a choice of routes, and, well, this is a quick, easy thing to do. Oh, I'm just sitting here, waiting in ambush. Yeah, that's the ticket. Likely story. Looks like he aimlessly ran in fear and ended up in the wolf forest. Nothing of the sort. I was only luring the enemies into a trap. At any rate, yeah, he now joins us. So there is now an additional peasant in our stack. And we can now head over this way. We heard rumors that your village has been robbed by bandits. Could it be true? They took everything we had in store for the winter. They killed anyone who got in their way on the spot. How did they sneak past us? They must have traveled by night. We were well prepared. That doesn't sound good. Maybe we shouldn't pursue them? No way. They won't get away that easily. We'll help you. A few good archers can go a long way in any battle. There we go. You never turn to the dark side. It requires you to leave it first. I don't know if this game existed in a mobile... It probably did. There probably was iOS and Android versions of this, but I don't have a smartphone, so yeah. I bought this via the Humble store. I forget if it was in a Bumble. Bumbled is what I just did. I'm not sure if I bought it in a bundle at any point, or if I just bought it straight from the store, but yeah. It is available there, DRM free, and on Steam. I used the Steam key because there were Steam achievements, and that is actually the version I'm playing right now. It plays at a beautiful 1920 by 1200 resolution if I crank it up, but for streaming purposes I have it at a much humbler 1024 by 768, which is being scaled down slightly for your viewing pleasure, but there it is. So, we now have a stack of 5 archers. Sharpshooter from Flatlands. Shoots. 45 damage each, same 30 hit points. They actually have some damage resistance. They cannot move as far, and they take their turn later on. They will have a special ability made available to them later. But for now, I just have this funky little lock icon just making me wonder what's... I know what's coming up. You guys probably don't. I'm sure neither of you have played this before, or anyone else who might be lurking, which is fine. Keep on lurking. You do you. Hey you! Bunch of pitiful weaklings! Empty your pockets! Oh no! It's Crook-Eyed Sam! Looks like he's been released from prison again! Keep calm. Even a whole gang of robbers cannot defeat us. To arms! Want to do this the hard way? This should be interesting. Peon does not shun any work. No special abilities. Yes. And Bandit. Cunning robber from high and low roads. Drops coins after death. Useful if you actually let yourself be in a position to grab them. This is your ranged unit of 5 archers. The unit of bandits is far away, and damage dealt to it will be weaker. The wolves are closer, and they will take more damage. Ranged units deal damage without a penalty to targets marked with a solid circle. Yeah, these partial circles here mean they are too far away. You will deal half damage to anything outside their range. I would also point out that if there is an enemy unit adjacent to your archers, they cannot shoot at all. Instead, they will have to use their daggers, which don't deal nearly as much damage. so you will typically want to keep them out of harm's way. Our 5 archers can deal 20 to 25 damage to these wolves. No chance of killing one, unless we luck out and crit. That is a thing in the game. It's very rare, though, or at least it feels that way. But we've got things started. Ow. There we go. Okay, we will have our peasants take point. All units in this game can counter once per round. They will use it against the first thing that deals melee damage to them. This can be used to your advantage. You can have a stronger unit get in the first blow in a turn. They get countered, and then your other weaker units can move in, swarm around, and none of them will take a counter. They can also use this against you, so you have to be very cautious about who you put where. Make the most of it. I will grab that cash. Not much, but it should help. And the battle's over already. No losses on my side. Full cash. We are earning experience per battle. Eventually we will level up, and what happens when that occurs is pretty much self-explanatory. It shows on the screen. You may notice that our nameless hero here does not actually fight in any of the battles themselves. They are not a unit on the map. Instead, they essentially serve as the leader. They give out the commands to everyone else. Kind of a little odd thing, to me anyway, but that's how it goes. You discover a captive in the bandits' camp. Ugh, I thought these bandits were going to kill me. Wait a minute. You're Nolan from the West Village? I've heard about your father. They say he was a good soldier. He's not nameless now. His name is Nolan. Yes, my father taught me a thing or two, although I often skipped out on his training sessions to go listen to the Elders' legends. You know, I used to be a pretty good shot until I got an arrow in the knee. They just couldn't resist, could they? I think I can teach your archers a useful trick. Your archers have learned a new ability. Rage Shot inflicts increased damage to the target. And we now have another battle to mark. Yes, they are the Tactician. Oh, right. The Tactician. There we go. But yeah, this is one of those games that was really sort of on the borderline. I could have played either on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, but given my queues, respectively, for the 2 days, and the failure of Master of Orion, I figured I would play this on a Wednesday. And I will probably be playing the other 2 games in the trilogy later on as well. And I might even play them blind. I do have both of them. I got the entire trilogy. But this is the only one that I've played so far, so I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Wow, listen to all that extra metal rattling. We could easily resell it. Let's go, guys. Strip these numbskulls of everything they don't need. Your arrogance is exceeded only by the length of your beard. Let me shorten it for you so it doesn't get in the way. Blacksmith. Here's our first really nasty opponent. Beware! The box ghost is here. Blacksmith has a firm hand and a magic hammer. No special abilities, it says here, but they do have one of these powers. Lightning Hammer inflicts magic damage by lightning to the enemy at a distance. They are very annoying. The unit of archers has received a special ability. Click and select the special ability. Yoink. Use the Shot of Fury to greatly damage the peon. The Shot of Fury does 2 things. One, its damage is not random. It is a set solid amount. You see it's exactly 35 here. And secondly, there's no range penalty. You can use that at somebody at the far end and still do that same amount of damage. Goodbye. One and done. It will recharge, I think, every 3 turns it is. Every time the archers are going to get a turn, you'll see this meter fill in a little with the icon for their ability. Okay, you can move 2 panels, and you would not be able to attack if you did, so I can have them march in their full distance. Ow! I frickin' hate those. Yeah, the special ability recharges in a few rounds. Okay, I'm going to have the archers step forward 1 space, yes. And now these are in range of full damage. There we go. Definitely going to take out at least one of these 2, possibly. No, we can't get... Maybe we can get both. Yes, we did. Alright. I'm now going to have the archer back away a space. Do I want to... No, let's shrink their numbers. Perfect. Oink. Ow. And the Fury Shot is available again. 18 to 22 at 28. Let's, yeah, let's shrink them down. Counter? Yes. Okay. Just what I wanted to see. Ow! Ugh. Goodbye. Alright, I lost all of 1 peasant. That was not that bad. 70 gold for my KOs. I lost 4 of that to heal up the lost peasant. So this is what I get to keep here. You can see the mechanic. You can see that the better that I do in battles, the fewer units that I lose, the more gold I get to keep and spend to make my team better. So there is definitely a sense of skill to this. You might possibly fall behind the curve if you're not careful. And if I were to play on hard, that's exactly what I would be worried about. I have the feeling I might need to occasionally retreat from a battle. I'm going to try to do it in 1 shot on normal. Should be doable. Not trivial, but doable. Are you from the robbed village? We saw carts carrying all kinds of goods with our own... Take 2. And action. Are you from the robbed village? We saw carts carrying all kinds of goods with our very own eyes. These bandits are well armed and organized, and their leader is a mercenary, a stern warrior. Carts, mercenaries. It's no wonder they took us by surprise. They prepared well in advance. Yes, I think we can track them down. There is a path through the forest. We will show you the way. The trackers join you. Pathfinder, agile and skillful forest warrior. No special abilities. These guys hurt a lot. They do a sizable amount of damage and have a surprisingly large amount of hit points. It's easy to underestimate these guys. They're actually pretty tough. And they do have some magic damage resistance. Not that we have any magic enemies yet. And they have a very high initiative as well. They can even move pretty quickly. They also will have a special ability available later, but for now it is locked. So with our new team, yellow swords here. I should note that these icons actually will change to reflect the strength of your own force compared to the enemy. You might have a choice of battles later on. Actually, it's pretty much guaranteed that at points later on, it is guaranteed that you will have multiple battles to choose from. You might go into one, get money, power up, and you'll see that the others, the danger icons, will have changed color to denote that they are easier now. Is Braveland anything like Zombieland? I wouldn't know. Good question. They're coming after us to get their precious stuff back. Commander has heard rumors that a bunch of peasants is on our trail. Fools! We will destroy you! So your leader thinks that we can be stopped by a handful of unskilled archers? We can't take you by skill, we'll take you by numbers! That is what they brought here. Vagrant archer became a robber after barely learning how to shoot. Shoots? Sometimes misses. Interestingly, yeah, it is a random chance. When they miss, it's the entire stack all at once. They can deal no damage at all. And they are also incredibly slow. Initiative of 2, move of 2, only 30 hit points. Yeah, they tend to be not too big of a deal, but yeah, there's lots of stacks. You can see that all 3 of my units get to move first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's charge them. Now, I could move another space here. I have almost no need to do that whatsoever. Another thing that I can do if I have a space left to move... Well, there are 2 options down here. One, I can assume a defensive stance, take less damage. And the other, wait. Finish my turn after everyone else has acted, but that's not going to be useful here. I will tell them to defend. I'll be doing the same thing with my peasants. My archers, on the other hand, they get them at maximum distance, and they can Fury Shot to get things started. Now, typically I would want to shrink down the tall stack in order to make things as less dangerous as possible. I almost don't mind there being a lot of 1 stacks roaming around. It's the 7 stack that worries me. But here, because a stack can miss, I actually want to try to deal with 1 stack at a time. I would rather keep the taller ones around because they might end up doing no damage whatsoever. I'm better off on average. Ow. Even when they hit, they aren't doing much. Miss, exactly. Oh, that was exceedingly lucky that they all missed like that. Alright, now we can get in their face and force them to use their daggers rather than their arrows. Ooh, that was a crit! Let's get you up close and personal here. Alright, let me lose in a little bit, just in range to get this guy. Full damage. Go. Yeah. It is going to add up eventually. Oof. Okay. Do I want to pin you down here? Or... No, let's do this. Okay. Bye. And can you finish that guy off? No, so close. Alright, counter there did it. Alright, shouldn't have any more arrows coming as I force these guys into melee. Oof! Fury Shot. Ugh. You're gone. And you're done. In a moment. Oh, I should have had him approach. Damn. Hopefully I don't lose anybody because of that. No, we're fine. Didn't matter. And we've got our first level. Leadership plus 20. You can add more warriors to your squad. That is something that will creep up every time we level up. It's not going to matter until we get to the first inn, although I think that's just up ahead. But yeah, there's a limit to how tall each stack of units can be. When we level up, those limits increase. And we have a choice. We will get... Every level we will choose between boosting... Well, there's actually 4 different stats that we can end up boosting. We can either do more damage or take less. And I would like to think that I am sufficiently tactical to make attack better than endurance. If I can get in the first blow, shrink their numbers down that much more. Mind you, it's going to end up cycling around a bit as we earn more levels. But, yeah, I think attack is going to be the best choice. I haven't been prompted to use it yet, but I can hit this button up here to view the hero. And we can see the stats here. They all started at 1. There's also knowledge, which, is like endurance, but is for magic attacks. Spirit is not going to matter yet. But a little later on, after I beat the first boss, I will gain the ability to use Fury commands in battle. And the more spirit I have, the more options I will have for that. There's also eventually equipment that I'll be able to get my hands on, but I don't have those yet. Starts out nice and early. I could go this way and fight this battle at Yellow Swords, but there's an inn here. Let's visit this. Tavern is a good place to hire new warriors. We will gladly join you for a good salary and a mug of fruit ale. Perhaps we will hire some of you. A small force will not be enough to defeat the bandits. Here is the shop. Here is how many are available to be hired at this location. 14 peasants and 10 archers at the ready. Here are the stacks that I have and the maximum that I can have based on my current level, and of course, how much they will cost to hire and how much gold I have. I will max out my archer stack first, and I can afford one more peasant. I will do so. There we go. That is how we get things started. And beyond the tavern, we've got another battle available here. But yeah, I want this, so I'm going to head back this way. There are a lot of optional fights. I do intend to do all of them.
What are you looking for, man? Isn't that the chest that the bandits dropped? You won't find it. We hid it in the yard. Oops, I might have said too much. I will have to kill you.
Goblin, tricky forest and cave dweller. And it has the rush ability that allows it to move faster. Just one of those things. I try. Okay, let's leave you one spot short and put the shield up for the turn. And the wolves are ignoring you and marching ahead. Alright, that seems to have worked well. I kind of want to get people in the way of the archer. Let's do this. You can back up this turn, and let's launch that fury shot at, well, that will be a guaranteed shrink. Yeah, let's do that. Here we go. Ooh, nice. Oof. Pathfinders are a little surrounded here. There we go. He's already used his counter. That was clever on their part. Let's get these wolves out of the middle. Probably should have moved the archers down a space. Down to one wolf. There we go. They did it again. I'm probably going to lose that peasant no matter what, so I'm going to go ahead and let them get into another battle here. Trackers should be able to... Yes. Okay. Two of them. Fury shot at the ready. That it? Nope, not quite. Thank you for not attacking my peasants again, you moron. Alright, great. These early battles are very quick and easy, but believe me, they will pick up. As perhaps the image here implies, there can be as many as 5 unit types on each side. And they can definitely have more than 5 stacks. It can be vicious.
Okay, cool it, man. You're just joking. That's what neighbors do. If you want the chest, you can have it. But you have to dig it up yourself.
That's okay. I think we can manage that. Looks like this chest contains something valuable. More digging! First it's potatoes, then it's carrots, now it's treasure chests. Hope lunch isn't too far off. Find the chest and receive plus 100 gold! Woohoo! Money, money, money! Money! I am going to use that to promptly hire 2 more peasants. And I am maxed out until I level up again. So, next battle! Commander Fromm knows that it was you who ambushed his men. He's offering a mighty high reward for your heads. Commander who? His men have cleaned out your dirty villages, if you haven't noticed. The bandit leader? He must have been scared out of his wits if he sent you after us. The commander doesn't have time to waste on a bunch of petty villagers. We've been paid in gold to track you down. The rest of the bounty will be paid in exchange for your heads. Bandit archer, experienced robber seeking out a weak victim. Shoots and has this incredibly obnoxious ability. Himself and other bandit types on the field deal increased damage for a round. A nuisance. Especially since that's exactly what we also have here. More bandits. 2 groups of them, in fact. And wolves. And there's also a treasure chest sitting here on this map. If I can get a unit adjacent to it, I can open it. Ideally, I want to do that before the battle ends. So he's a bard. To a certain extent, yeah. Well, if I get up and close... Yeah, if I get in his face, then he can't shoot. I'm not sure that's actually the right approach to take, but, we'll see. That is a little unpleasant looking, to be completely honest. Yeah. Definite KO there. Okay, let's, yeah. Prevent that from being a thing. Ow. Probably should not have dove quite so quickly into the thick of it. Oh, nice. Happy to see that. Yeah. Guaranteed KO there. Get rid of one of the wolves. But there's the whistle. Glad I got rid of one of those guys. Grab the cash real quick. That on the counter? Okay, good. Okay, now I have an interesting circumstance. I need them to move. Oh, good, he did. Yes. That unfortunately takes his turn. Still worth it, though. There we go. Ah, lost another one. Trying to keep the casualties to a minimum. Here we go. Level 3! More leadership. This number is pretty much arbitrary here. So I have the endurance option that was there before, or I can add to knowledge, which is not going to be useful for a while yet, so I will take endurance. And we've got some choices here. You can see there's another spot down here where, as you might imagine, by the matching signs and the icons that you can see, we can hire more trackers. We'd have to fight that battle first, and of course I can go back there and hire more, but this is also a free step to take. Weapon shop. We'll move here. The Ugh. Disheveled. That's one of those words you kind of have to prepare for. The disheveled shopkeeper emerges from beneath the counter. Disheveled shopkeeper. There's a tongue twister. Emerges from beneath the counter. You again? I've already given you everything I have. Oh, you don't look like the same thugs. Those brutes robbed my store clean. They even took my special elixirs for beard growth. Well, I did manage to hide one thing. Here, this sword may be really, Adam? Come on. May be, that's not difficult. Here, this sword may be a bit old, but any weapon wielded by the captain inspires heroism among his squadron. Not bad. Rest assured that I will use this sword to teach the bandit commander a thing or two. Yeah, buy the item. Free. Sure. You have access to new equipment. That's why the bad guys all have beards. Yep. You have access to new equipment. Now we can use that button. Click to wear your new equipment. The new item will increase the strength of your units. Old sword. Basically boosts my attack by 1. You can see equipment effect listed there. Natural 2 plus 1 makes 3. This shows its information. I didn't click that question mark at the store, but that's all that would have come up. Same thing there. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to with the tutorial prompt open. And there's another battle option here, leading to that apparent dead end. And here is the bandit commander. Notice the skull there, the black arrows. Yeah, that's a boss battle. This is the first of the 3 bosses in the game. Like I said, it's not a long game. And you can see we've got red swords and a skull between them. That would be a tougher fight if I went straight in against them. Yes, the box ghost beware. You are essentially just their commander. You do not... Nolan himself does not fight on the battlefield directly. So let's go hire some people. I can now have 1 more archer and 2 more peasants, and I can afford such. I shall do so. And, well, everything is still yellow. Let's go this way. Sort of an arbitrary choice, really. Since the bandits' raid, I've been able to sell equipment at triple the price, although my neighbor is constantly driving prices down. And where do you think you're going? You also wanted to buy cheaper goods from that homespun craftsman? I don't think so, buddy. Okay. Yes, as you can see, the battles are already starting to get a little nastier. We've got 3 of those blacksmiths there. More archers coming up. Definitely going to pick up. It's going to become more important, or at least more useful, to try to take advantage of the terrain. Try to find proper places to bottleneck the enemies where you can be the one on the advantageous side of 2-on-1s or more. Ow. Yeah, we're gonna start by attacking you. I hate you so much. Nice. Okay. Let's see, do I want to... Let's see, we got 3s down below, 4s above. Let's go this way. Okay. Tag team them. Nice. Just what I wanted to see. You in archer range. Shrink your numbers down already. I love the music. This music is great. Ow! Frick. Poke. Oh, he's really determined to drop one of my trackers here. Although I think my archer can drop him first. Yes. Nice. Another miss. Okay, so... This is... well... Yeah, let's just keep the archers from arching. Oh, got the crit even. I figured I wouldn't be able to protect that tracker anyway, but I don't think I'm going to lose another one, so I'd go ahead and dash in. One option that I could have done there is I could have used this, which tells them to wait. They will take their turn last in the turn order. They will let everything else on the map act first. They are not allowed to do that a second time the same round. So anyone else who waits would come up after they did. And from there, I could perhaps circle around, try to fight some other enemy or whatnot. But I figured I was better off just rushing in against those archers. I had a feeling I was going to lose that guy anyway, so... Didn't see the reason to hold off on attacking. More damage you can do over time. Or you can shrink things down. Very good odds of dropping... Yeah, it's actually guaranteed. I will save the Fury Shot for next turn. Take that attack of opportunity there. Alright, you should be able to drop him. Yep. Now I want to march up. Get this guy. Now I'll use the Fury Shot. Nice. Get right up in his face. Yes, we got him pinned. He can't shoot at all. Down you go. Yeah, the recovery cost per unit does vary by kind of unit. The trackers are a lot more expensive to heal than the archers. Okay, we did come out of there with another 178, and this route is now open. I'm a hunter, but sometimes I sell equipment, which I make myself. It is strange that recently there have been no customers showing up. Maybe the road sign got stolen again? No, I'm afraid it was a little more brutal than that. So we have a couple of items available here at the shop. You buy a straw hat, which will boost endurance by 1. Or we can buy this yew bow, which provides a nice damage boost for archers. But the hero can equip only one item in each slot at a time. Headgear, chest gear, weapon, and belt. So I would have to remove the old sword I've already got on to put the yew bow in. And the yew bow is 300 gold that I could otherwise be spending on something else. As much as I like the yew bow, as much as I enjoy buffing up the archers, I think it's going to be in my best interest to instead buy the hat and simply leave the bow behind. I will equip that. There will be much better equipment than any of these things later on in the game, so I will simply instead save the money, use it to buy more troops. I suppose I should say hire more troops. Improved endurance with a straw hat. I don't think I can get more of these guys. I don't think I've leveled up since... yeah. Looks like we're going this way. Hopefully be able to hire 2 more trackers after this, I hope. These cursed trackers ruin our entire business! They lead merchants down secret paths. What's a robber to do but clean out simpletons like you? Nothing personal, friend. A job's a job. Lots of vagrant archers here. Do not want to let them have much opportunity. Whoa, you are fast. Ow. I'm going to use my Fury Shot right against them. Up close and personal. Very unpleasant right now. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, let's dive in here. Up. Ow. Ooh. Drop 2 of them with that. Nice. Okay, let's, oh. This is bad. Get him! Thank you! Grab the money, and... well, we're gonna deal half damage, but still... still the, best bet. I am going to let an archer deal with you. Let's come down this way. A Fury Shot's available, but I don't think I need it for this guy. At least not if I step forward. Yep. Use that next turn instead. There we go. Try to pin him down. Goodbye. Only about an hour in, and making very good progress here. Very rapid fire, battle after battle. Our school trains the finest trackers around. By the way, we can teach your men the art of throwing knives. Is there anything more unexpected than a cutlass flying straight at you? Alright, so I actually do have a tricky decision to make here. I kind of forgot about this. So I can hire 2 more trackers. Just like that. I've got the money for it. Or instead, I can give my trackers a special ability. I have to pay for it. But once I get it, it's theirs indefinitely. The knife throw. It's a ranged attack. Inflicts damage to the target distance of 1 cell from the Pathfinder. Can be quite useful. It does mean they're not getting countered, that attack. Yeah, let's do that. I'll buy the ability. Hire 1 more tracker. And as you can see, that is no longer red, it is now yellow. We can much more readily handle the boss now. It's our next battle. What's to be done? Let's do this. Well, look who's here. That bunch of losers found their way to my camp. Great excuse to stretch out and earn some new trophies. You certainly don't lack confidence. Let's see what you have to say after the battle. Commander Fromm, ruthless mercenary leader. Boss. And he has the Battle Cry ability, which cuts his defense in half, but makes him move further and boosts his damage. It's an odd mixture. Yeah, boss. Yeah, he has 280 hit points, and despite being alone, yeah, there's like a full stack's worth of damage. He's also got a good chunk of physical resistance here. Yeah, with a high initiative, yeah, he actually goes first. Not trivial. Not trivial at all. Let's block the center path here. Shield up. Let's get you closer this way, because I do not want the boss getting near my archers. That would be bad. It's kind of tempting to just try to weaken him first, but I gotta admit, it's also very tempting to do some guaranteed stack shrinkage over here. I mean, these are archers with ranged attacks. They are going to be able to hit somebody right now. Yeah, let's do this. Let's get the drop on them. It's him using his special ability there. Okay, I don't even need to move. Throwing knives, just like that. Ugh. Ow. Ooh, nice, a crit. Ugh. Damn it, no? There we go, one away. I was one hit point away. Alright, so the boss is down. Still have all his peons to mop up, though. Concentrate on this one target, I think. Although I don't like how close these guys are getting, I have a solution for that. Ugh, stop that. They should have ganged up on the same target. I could save the throwing knives. Let's get this guy dealt with. You can take him. And you can finish him off. Nice. Yes, a one hit point wonder indeed. There we go. Cutlass in the face. Circle you around. Okay, good. They're down to one. Ugh. Don't want to lose another archer this battle. I really don't. Let's get into melee range here. Force them to not shoot. You might be able to drop him in one. Yes! Good time for that, yes. Maybe one of them. Daggers, yes. Okay. Not bad. Not too bad. I'm happy with that. Curses. Bested by some peasant upshot. But worry not, my death will be avenged in full. Arakin the Great doesn't like anyone interfering with his plans. Will burn your huts to the ground with one flick of his staff. Arakin? Who's that? He was able to subdue From. There will definitely be no joking with him. We must find and stop his master before it's too late. Onward! That is the first chapter of 3 done in the game. Like I said, it's not a long game. It's not a long game at all. But first things first, before we go back and shop... Praise the astral plane! I no longer need to help these thugs in their ruinous escapades. I have been in captivity for so long, evaluating the rare artifacts that the bandits stole, but now that's all in the past. Magic items fetch a pretty penny, and this time From got lucky. He found a really rare thing in the house of your elder. This is the Amulet of Fury. I remember the elder speaking about it. You have to aim your rage at the amulet and cast a spell. That is all true, young man, but this is a special amulet. It was forged by 5 ancient kings and contains the might of each of them. Find the statues of the kings, and you will be able to unleash all the powers of the amulet. It seems that right now I can only use Fire Arrow. I wonder what other abilities will be unlocked. That is for you to find out. That is, of course, if Arakin's mages don't incinerate you before you get the chance. Goodbye, my friend. Receive the Amulet of Fury with the power of Fire Arrow. Inflicts magic damage to the target. Good, fun stuff. And across this bridge lies the first battle of what you could consider to be the second chapter, and our first set of magic opponents. But first, I've got money. Let's hire another tracker. That I can afford. I still have room for. Yoink! There we go. And that just turned green. Fantastic. It was yellow. They're not all arrows. Actually, this is the only arrow. Playing truant from magic school is pretty fun. You find all sorts of simpletons stumbling about. Let's practice forbidden magic on them. It's not like they can tell anyone on us after. Yeah, about that. student, beginner magician, who has not yet learned to fully use his magical abilities. Magic Blow. Yes. So all that endurance that I'd been building up, useless this battle. Absolutely useless this battle. So, the way that Fury works down here, every time one of my stacks gets hit, I gain 1 Fury. I can hold a maximum of 10. This is based on my spirit, which is at the default of 1. Every point of spirit that I gain, it's actually a very clearly defined effect for spirit. Every point of spirit you gain, your maximum goes up by 2, and you start each battle with a point. So at a spirit of 2, I have a max of 12, and I start with 1. At a spirit of 3, I have a max of 14, and I start with 2. That's how that works. Anytime it's one of my unit's turns, once per round, I can activate any ability that I've got enough Fury for. I spend it and I launch it. I can use Fire Arrow on any target on the board. Any target at all. Okay, so you guys move 3 panels. You have magic resistance, but not physical, so, hooray. And a low initiative. 1, 2... Okay, yeah, we can just march up this way. I can get things started with a Fury Shot. Works for me. Down to 2 there. And just a tiny bit of damage on the next one. Why take any counter damage? There we go. 1 stack done, and they haven't even gotten near us yet. Poke. Ugh. He's already countered. Ugh, yeah, they're smart enough to concentrate on a single target. See if we can use a similar tactic against them. Okay. Probably should have had them move, although I'm not sure it's going to make a difference. Okay. Fury Shot. Ugh. System defect. Good to see you here. Enough fury. Use the amulet. Select the fire arrow spell. Boom. Oh, and look at that. We got throwing knives too. We are done. As you can see, the calculation is not as straightforward as you might imagine. I'm pretty sure that as you level up or as units get stronger, that the costs are affected somehow. Yeah, I lost 5 units of the same type, and my recovery cost is not a multiple of 5. I'm actually not sure how they figure that out, but that's what they do. That's the game. Hey! New unit type! Oh no, you followed our tracks? Don't worry, we mean you no harm. We're looking for Arakin. Oh, he's a fearsome wizard. He seized the ancient temples by force and has been ruling these lands ever since. We had only just started our studies at the School of Healing when it was captured by the Archmage's guards. Luckily, we managed to escape, and since then we've been hiding, scared, in the wastelands. Join our forces. We won't let any harm befall you. Yes. A group of healers join you. Healer, sorceress who devoted herself to learning water and healing magic. They don't deal a whole lot of damage, but they are very magically resistant. And most importantly, they can heal. This power is limited to 2 uses per battle. The more units you have in your healer stack, the more hit points that they can heal. And they can cause dropped units to be stood back up again. If you have a stack that has lost units, they can recover them. If an entire stack has been dropped, however, healers can do nothing for them. They will have to be recovered after the battle. Only 2 of them is not going to be terribly useful, but as you can see, 1 more battle and we will be able to hire more. And I'm pretty sure I'm already at my stack limits. I can check that from here. Yeah, on each of those guys. Yes. We will be seeing more of this screen later. But yeah, for now I was able to just quickly check. Oh, thank you for that, host! Greatly appreciate it. Crew Gamers Dan, welcome back. Good to see you again. Aha! And here are escaped novices. Come on, boys, bows at the ready. Okay. Yeah, we're up against archers. We need to charge. Run! You can use your Fury Shot. I will use it against the wizards. They are what bug me the most right now. Ow! Hey! So, the healers have the same range restrictions that the archers do. Something that's too far away, they can't deal full damage. They will only deal half. There we go. She's in range to deal full damage now. However, against something at point blank, they're still using the same magic attack they otherwise would, so they will actually still deal full damage to something up close to them. Mind you, you shouldn't have anything up close to them. You don't want your healers injured. Here we go. Nice chunk there. I am actually quite fond of this game. It's simple enough, but the strategy is there. It's very fun. There's not a lot of unnecessary complication to it. It's a very straightforward game. It doesn't overstay its welcome. The main campaign you can finish. I don't know. Probably maybe like 5 or 6 hours actually. And then there's a survival mode that you can play, basically for high score, and it's actually pretty engaging. I have enjoyed this game quite a lot, and I am very much looking forward to the remaining 2 games in the trilogy. I don't think I even want to bother using the throwing knives just yet. Oh, let's make sure I have enough room for you to come in. Poke you. Okay. I want to get up close and personal. Can't attack just yet, though. 1 step forward, maybe? Okay. If I can deal full damage to you, then you will be what I shoot at. Oh, nice. Nice miss. Still don't want to use the healing. Here we go. You're down to 1. Come on. I feel like I've been lucky with those misses. Let me circle around and deal with you. There we go. I like that idea. Drop the stack entirely. Okay. Healer's turn. Yeah, so far so good. There we go. Ow. Oof! Okay. So that happened. Oh, nice! Dropped them in 1. Fury Shot. Yes. I'm gonna have this battle ended before I use the second healing. I will use the first one. You can use it on anyone on the field. Peasants. There we go. Brought one back, actually. Reduce my... Oh, barely, though. I can get up close. Let's have you back away. See if we can keep you, alive. Keep the cost down. That's still half damage. Should be enough to drop them to 1, though. Yes. Okay, great. Okay. I lost 1 peasant! 1! Recovery cost only 4 gold. It was interesting because to heal 5 of them it was 26. It averaged just over 5. Oh well. Again, don't know the math they use. Leveled up again. And yeah, knowledge probably a lot more tempting now, isn't it? Since you know we're going to be up against a lot more magic opponents here. But it is just so tempting to grab more attack. The way that the damage works in this game, dealing with stacks, dealing more damage means you're going to end up taking less as you shrink their numbers down that much faster. Grrr! Taking attack. Healers! This is a school of healing. We lead a secluded lifestyle and try not to bother anyone. Some of our novices have already completed their training and can't join you if you pay for the cost of their studies. 130 apiece to hire, and totally worth it. Healers in particular gain a lot more as their stack grows because their healing ability becomes stronger the more you have. So I will gladly hire as many of them as I can. And I have 87 left. Just a tiny bit short of getting another archer. See, it adds up. It adds up. I'm going to have to take peasant instead for now. Hopefully after the next battle I'll have enough to hire a few more. Okay. New unit type now. Intruders spotted! Say the password! Swordfish, no. We are simple travelers and wish to see Arakan. You can't just walk past us without saying the password. Want to bet? Men, to arms! Guard, knight-at-arms, befuddled with magic. No special abilities, but they have this really irritating fire sword ability, which makes them deal a chunk of extra damage, and it's magic-based. So there's my resistances not working as well for me. And he's accompanied by a bunch of archers, because of course he is. Grrr. Ow. Probably should have stayed back one space and chosen to defend. At any rate, he's definitely my target. Fury shot. Get his numbers shrunken down. Ooh. You know what? Let's do this right off the bat. There we go. Much better. Okay. Should be able to shrink them down. Ooh! Oh! 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 That was a nasty crit! Oh! There's the fire attack. Alright, looks like you're down. Oh, really? You're gonna really make me wish I had bought that bow, aren't you? Here we go. Now you're definitely down to 1. Let's keep these archers pinned into melee range, but I'll throw daggers back at that guy. I still want him done. Ow. Ow. Not quite, huh? Arrow should do it. Yes. Okay. Now that that jerk is gone... Ooh, healing has recovered. I'm going to use that right away. Anyone can use the Fury shot. Ow! Stop hitting my healers! Does not cost my unit's turn. There we go. Let's get you forced into melee range. You're still the greater threat. The other stack can miss. Ugh. Shouldn't lose any more of them, though. Full damage? Yes. Okay. Now it's just a matter of mopping up, really. not in range to deal full damage to this guy. Oh well, I'd still rather shoot at half damage than move ahead another step. Down to one of them. Ah, darn. I was hoping to prevent that loss. Alright, we have 226 more gold. More routes open, but we will stop here first. You discover an ancient statue among the sand dunes. What is it? It looks like a statue of an ancient king. When I was a child, the elder taught me to read books. Perhaps I can decipher the inscriptions. One of those things you tend to forget is that in fantasy worlds like this, the literacy rate tends to be a lot lower than what you'd be used to. Yes, this statue is dedicated to King Eleanor, who was famous for traveling to distant unknown lands. What's this? The Amulet of Fury has begun to glow! It looks like it's acquiring new powers. You unlock a new power, Haste. It's not nearly as useful in this game as it is in Final Fantasy Tactics, but, well, there it is. Yeah, they actually call it Acceleration here. It allows me to get one unit, one stack, to move one extra hex. It costs 3 Fury. Doesn't sound terribly useful, but every now and then it's the perfect thing to have. We now have a choice of battle, but of course I'll be backing off first. I need more. Yes, I have Fury! I can afford 2 healers. Perfect. I have all of 3 gold left, and I don't care. Let's do this battle first. You're the one who told us that there was a magic obelisk somewhere nearby. So, are we there yet? Calm down. Truth be told, I wasn't the best mystical archaeology student. I'll give you one more try, mage, for you to show us where the obelisk is. There's got to be something valuable there. Hold it. Who's there? I bet these guys have been following us since the tavern. Quick, take them out! Okay. Yeah. Battle's starting to get a little unpleasant. But that's okay. We are getting into our stride here. Yes, that is why I chose Defend. I got good mileage out of it. Okay, here you go. Let's Fury Shot. Yeah, let's shrink that stack down. Oof. Well, I know what I'm doing with my healers. Ow! Hey. Straight to that. Okay. You. Ugh. Done? Done. Yes. You. I think you're more annoying, honestly. Ugh. Yeah, let's have the healers just shoot at these guys. There we go. Grab the gifts! Fire arrow! Now let's reduce their numbers. And just end you. Here we go. My units cannot move through each other. Ugh. Here we go. Nice. Oh, I think the healers are going to... Actually, it's tempting to have them heal themselves, but I'm going to stick to the trackers. The front lines here. Grab the money. Pull some knives. Here we go. Get these guys into melee. Fury shot. The stack. Ugh, lost a healer. Fury... fire arrow time. Let's, yes. There. We finish them off? Yes. Okay. Poke. Ooh. Took 2 of them out with that. Gotta keep them in melee so they can't shoot. Half damage shot, but still got a KO. And they're done. Ooh. Rolling right along here. Magic obelisk, you say? Sounds good to me. It is an ancient obelisk of the sages. We learned about them in healing school. If you concentrate just right, you can gain a piece of wisdom from ancient generations. It's worth a shot. I guess I should put my hands here and... The obelisk gives you +1 knowledge. Finally, some magic resistance. Let me check the squad tab. Okay, I can still have 1 more healer. I shall hire 1 more healer. And I still have enough to get... yeah, that's enough to get a tracker. Shall do so. Unfortunately, there's no way to speed up the walking. The backtracking does take a little while, sometimes. Here we go. Next battle! the action is constant, this game. Well, nearly so. Omnis Kratis Taradum. Curses! Why do you distract me during magical rituals? Strangers, how did you get here? Did you sneak past the guards? We wanted to pay a visit to Arakin, and those guys didn't want to let us in. We had no choice but to deal with them. Incompetent tinkers! Even if you give them magical weapons, they still can't drive the riffraff away. Let's see how you fare against real magic. So, we have a very unique enemy this game. It is the one and only fire altar in the game. Magic altar enchanted by magicians. Attacks the enemy with fire. And it may look like a usual magician, but you can tell by the fire on their robe that they are pyromaniacs. Fire mage who graduated from the Academy of Fury and Flame. Magic shot, and this ridiculously irritating ability, Arson. The target within 3 cells of themselves, they deal magic damage to, and that stack then continues to take damage on their next 2 turns. It is so annoying. For whatever reason, it seems to lag the game a bit every time it triggers. You'll see what I mean. At any rate, first order of business here, get rid of that fire altar. First things first. That's simple enough. It doesn't move. It does wiggle when you hit it. Ugh. Looks like I'm going to need another turn. Ow. Gone. Okay. Yeah, let's intercept you guys. I don't want you getting near my healers. Ow! Yeesh. 7. Really? Tempting to heal right now, but, I want to shrink their numbers down. Actually got 2 of them, nice. Yeah, let's take this approach. Ooh, down to 1. There we go. Probably should have moved the archers. Aww. Well, first things first. That's fire arrow time. Yeah, let's put it here. As you might imagine, fire arrows only deal so much damage to pyromaniacs. It's magic resistance there does apply to fire arrow. Let's, no. Not yet. Next turn. Get them closer to the mages, but still fight those guys. Okay. Ow. Free shot. 5 of them. Okay, let's heal peasants. Stood 2 of them back up. Okay. Aw, really? Darn. There we go. Nice. Lost 1 of each of 3. Too bad. Not too bad. And now we have a wide variety of directions we can go in. There's a north option and a south option. But yeah. Remember the skull thing? Even bigger skull. And just frickin' forget it. I need to come back here later. If I were to go down there, this would be a very short campaign. That would be a very bad thing for me to do. I will go this way first, because there's a new unit type for me! These mages have completely lost their minds. You've seen them with our own eyes using terrifying rituals to create their monsters. Our task is simple, to protect merchant convoys. But with such rampage going on, soon no merchant will be willing to step foot in this land. If you guys want to go knock some sense into those crazy fire mages, we're with you. That's just what we were planning to do real soon. Welcome aboard. So we now have swordsman. Footman, strong warrior, skillfully wielding a sword. No special abilities. 18 to 22 damage, 135 hit points. Physical and magic resistance, although the physical is a little better. And a locked ability. We'll be getting that eventually. And look at this! Now we've got 4 battles! Yes, Jezendar, that was the game's one and only fire altar. Sorry you missed it. Let's see. Before I do any more, I have a couple of green options. More troops that can be hired here, as you can see. There's a shop up there. This clearly leads onward into the game, and this leads to certain death. At least for now. But as you might imagine, there is something very nice to be had at the end. I will get there eventually, but that's going to be a lot later. It's something to come back for. Let's see. Looks like I can get a couple more archers and a couple more peasants. And that's certainly the best thing to do with my money. Gonna be a bit of a walk back, though. Yoink, 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 yoink. There we go. Keeping pace. Running out of troops to hire over there. Let's go this way. We'll take a moment. It's like going back and forth between Gog Machine City and Wargilis Trade City by boat. But it's what you gotta do. I'm telling you, there is a place around here where you can buy the best armor in the area. They even have magic armor. And we can become real knights? Of course. But first we need to put together a few bucks. And I can only imagine as he was saying that he was looking at our units coming up the hill. They're gonna pay for that. Yes, these guys, there's only 2 of them, and they're still pretty strong. This looks... This irritates me so much. This looks exactly like a fire altar. Looks exactly like the fire altar from the last battle. Notice that it's not on a hex. Notice that the background underneath it is... Yeah, it's just a decoration here. I very much tried to attack it. I was like, what was going on? Wait, what? Really? Did they seriously do that? Yeah, they did. There are only really 2 issues I have with this game, and that was one of them. That's pretty minor. The other one I'll come to a bit later, and yeah, it's obviously a bug. You will know it when you see it. That, and I'll point it out to you. We march this way. Yeah, they don't move very fast. That is one downside to them. Once you have these guys, the endurance, yeah, the acceleration fury option becomes a lot more tempting to use. Oh, I hate the wizards. Magic users here are a pain. Let's get rid of them. Shrink their numbers down. You guys in range? Okay, good. Let's take advantage of those knives. We can triple team this guy. Oh, okay. This is where it's useful to tell a unit to wait. So when one of my own slower units is in the way. Oh, drop that stack. Nice. Alright, we'll attack this one then. Looks like you're forcing the issue. Alright. You get poked. Triple team this guy. Down he goes. Okay. Don't like how you guys are sneaking around, but I think I'd rather finish this stack off first. Yes, okay. Let's get a healing here. Yeah, let's just poke him. Let's move you down to here, make room for the peasants. Whew, flying through this one. 3. 1 to 2. It is over, no losses. Yes. Got the full 280 gold off of that one. Good stuff. What have we here? There's some strange guys hanging around here. They wanted to get the equipment for free, but no such luck. They have a spell on them. While the seal is on, no one can wear them. Here we have a shop. We can fill the other 2 slots in our inventory if we wait. We do not have enough gold to do that. I think it was just my hair tickling me there. We have a cloak, which adds resistance, yeah, endurance, excuse me, and knowledge, 1 each. And a helmet, a bassinet, 2. And yeah, we could. Well, the helmet would end up replacing the straw hat. We would boost that by 1, boost endurance by 1. But obviously, the cloak would be filling an empty slot. That would be a really nice thing to buy, but we need more money for that. At the moment, I didn't quite level up that last battle. I can't hire anyone else yet anyway. So, I might as well press on to the next battle. Can I have just a minute or two? I'll be right back. I'll just turn the camera. Great. Okay, sorry about that. Here, I'll get right back into this. Wolves. Obviously the easiest battle here. Grrr. Wolves. Where did they all come from? 976. Big ol' stacks. Let us move out to meet them. They are heading up, right? Follow suit. Yeah. Closest. Worked last time. Poke. Down you go. Got a nice double cap set up here. Yeah, it's not worth trying to get the peasants to circle around or anything. Okay, you're gonna be double teamed, I think. Let's shoot at you. Oh, that looks like it'd be a good thing to do. Oof. Down to 2. Okay. It's gonna be over very quickly. Good. I lost all of 1 peasant. And that is a level. I think it's about time I took some knowledge. And what have we opened up? A camp. How did we miss the caution vicious wolves road sign? We barely got away. I have no clue how to get out of here. It's no problem. We'll wait here for a bit and then we'll head home. Or maybe some work will turn up. And so, yeah, we now have another shop available to us. Much greater supply. Same costs as before. Don't have to trek back to the other place to finish off the numbers there if we don't want to. But, probably end up will do... I probably will anyway. Yeah, some work definitely turned up. But not as much as you might think, because I'm buying this cloak. Now that I can afford it. On. There we go. Endurance and knowledge are now each 4, as is attack. Nothing has boosted spirit yet, but I'm not as concerned about that. I've got... Yeah, I'm hiring a healer. That's gonna happen. There's only 2 left here. I only have 1 at the moment, but... Again, that skull has shrunken down. That is going to be a hard battle. It might actually be doable right now. This one is still impossible. That's okay. They can both wait. I'm going this way first. New enemy! Cowardly swordsmen have switched over to your side. We should have expected as much. However, we have mightier creatures than that on our side. The stone golems have come to life. Let's test them in battle. Golem. Massive stone warrior created by magic. I see some actual numbers on them. 100 hit points per. 12 to 16. They do have some magic resistance and a lot of physical resistance. They are a nuisance. They can definitely be a nuisance. We've got a nice treasure chest here, but I won't be able to grab it just yet. That will cost another action point to open, so to speak. Another movement. Oof. That's, that ain't a pleasant start. There we go. No. Healing! Get you back up. Okay, well, you're just gonna open the chest. Let's get you surrounded. I like this idea. Don't even. Oh, really? Oh, nothing an arrow can't fix. There we go. Let's take a step forward. Their magic resistance is lower. Let's see if we can shrink this stack to 1. Yes. Good. Oh, arson! Arson! Oh! Double t- Oh, no. They're gonna get quintuple... They're gonna be quintuple, teamed, aren't they? Yeah, how about they back off and use the knife? Actually, let's also throw a fire arrow down. There we go. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Alright, this is where I would want to check the turn. Oh, they're gonna act next. Gotta poke him right now. 1 hit point away. He even did a crit, too. Didn't matter. Ugh. Down. Yes. Healing. Please. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oi. Freaking arson again. Well, that's another fire arrow. Of course, we've only got magic users left, but it's still something. Better than nothing. Ooh. Nice crit there. Triple teamed. Make that quadruple teamed. Oh, I'm doing my own quintuple teaming. And there's still 1 left. Bye. Okay. Let's leave room for the peasant. Yeah. They done? Yep. Okay, knife. There we go. Poke. Oh, a crit too. Only one left. Nice. Okay. There's more losses than I suppose I would normally care for, but not too bad. Oh, things are really starting to open up now. Look what's up here. That's behind a green battle, too. 531, I could buy that helmet, but I think I would rather hire more troops. I'll wait on that helmet, if I buy it at all. Maxed out on healers for now. Next time we level up, I can get the last one. And that's the whole supply of them gone. While we're in the area. Yeah, it's been a while since we've bought some of these guys. Prioritize the archers. And then, take as many peasants as I can get with what's left. And more of those frickin' blacksmiths with their magic hammers. Such a frickin' pain. But it's the easiest battle showing. Oh, this one's down to yellow. Good. Darned swordsmen. They can't hide in their tower forever. And these must be their pals. I could probably beat these ninnies into the ground with one blow. Yeah. About that. Yeah, let's head south with these two. And north with you. You, of course, well, yeah, let's take a more central approach. And definitely want to shrink their numbers down before they start pulling their magic hammers out and about. Ow. Ow! That cost me a healer. Everyone's going this way. Let's chase after them. Let's put you here and defend. Like the looks of that. Yeah, this'll do. Oh man, I'm down 2 healers already. I'm going to have the healers heal themselves? There we go. Out an archer now. Oh, out 2 archers. Looks like I've reused the knives already. Let's get these guys shrunken down. Triple teamed. Still one left, huh? Is there a hit point? Okay, this will probably be a KO then. Yep. Oh. Fire arrow time. Gotcha. Let's have you sidestep a little. Here we go. Let's get you. Oh! Seriously? Okay. You can go straight after those archers there. Okay, you get to... Alright, excellent. Get a lot more damage out of the peasants than I do the archers, so I will let the archers finish this guy off. I'll save that fury shot for next turn. We have a heal available. I think I'll use that on the archers, actually. throwing knives. Actually, since I think I can keep you from losing another unit, I'll go ahead and do that. Yes! Oh, fire arrow time. Yes! Only lost a single peasant. It's going pretty well here. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself by noting this. We built this fort a long time ago and have been protecting convoys for several decades now. We train the best swordsmen here and can teach them our crowning strike, which has the power to stun. Yes, I can't afford it yet, but here we have the special ability for the soldiers, which is so good. It causes its target to lose a round. They're stunned. They can't attack, they can't counter. It even does a little extra damage, too. It is very, very good stuff. I kind of want to save my money for that. But I could also hire another one of these guys, or I can go back and hire more, underlings. I've got 2 yellow sword battles available to me right now. Let me check this real quick. Peasants and trackers. That's another option there. Hire up the trackers. Yeah, I think I want more numbers. I want my stacks as tall as possible. It's all I can get from here for now. Eventually, I do want that ability. That's going to be a very, very strong, useful ability. I'm 3 gold shy, hiring both of these. I'll just hire the one. I have no problem with holding on to the rest. Yeah, let's get this battle done. If for no other reason than that it's less distance to move. It should be comparable difficulties now. We've been wanting to open our own forge for a while to make swords and armor, but all that requires money, and where can we get it if not from careless travelers like you? Idiot. So few friendly people around. Let's get this party started. Want to get a nice line going right here in front. They love to circle up to the top, I've noticed. Oh, look at these stack sizes. Still these guys that concern me the most, though. Uh-oh. Yeah, someone's gonna sneak through up there. I'm not gonna heal just yet. Let's get some damage in here. You worry me. You worry me less. I would rather attack than not attack, so let's do that. Aw, that close? Darn. Making me wish I had bought that 3rd swordsman. That's okay. Other stacks will be effective as well. Oh! Ah! They're thoring my archers! At this point, though, I think I'd rather keep on these firebrands here. Oh! I don't want to heal just yet. Let's get that KO in. Yeah. All stack too dangerous. Let's shrink it down. Fire arrow. I will take it. Oh, I've already lost one of these guys? Darn, I didn't even see that happen. Go. Yeah, these guys are threatening to circle around. I've got to keep on them. Yep, they're already at my archers. Okay, definitely need to heal my swordsman here. Ugh, gotta get these guys out from behind me here. Ugh. Ugh. Oof. Oh my word. Okay, we've got fire arrow at the ready. Let's use that here. We've got fury shot at the ready, but I have to move them first. Unit is blocked and can't use this ability. He's got an adjacent enemy. I have to back off a space. Can your standard shot kill that guy? Almost certainly, yes. Okay. Let's do that. Save the fury shot. Ow. These guys. Okay. Let us do this. Yes. Got you. Check your numbers down. Oof. So much damage. Okay. Oh, again, don't need to use the fury shot. I'll use it against a worthwhile target eventually, I'm sure. Healing! Just about any stack could stand to benefit from it, but I will heal the swordsman. Stand the second one back up again. That should help a lot. You're the bigger threat. Ugh. Should have used the fire arrow last turn, I think. Right back there. Go ahead and use your fury shot against this worthwhile target. The counters are gonna kill those two. Most likely. Oh, the healers can do that one. That's fine too. In your face! Oh, I should have used acceleration there. Would have been able to attack this turn. Okay. Nice. It's still half... Oh, hold on. Let's use acceleration. On the healers, they can move one more space. Yes, full damage. There we go. Throwing knives ready. Why risk unnecessary counters? Gotcha. Yeah, that battle... That one kind of hurt a bit. But it was also quite lucrative. 619. I have a special ability to buy. Ta-da! Okay. So, at this time, 2 hours in, I will be taking my break. Probably going to be one of the slightly longer ones. Hopefully under 10 minutes, but probably more like 7. I will mute the game music for you for the time being and put on my usual video game-based fare. As you've been listening to the same music all this time anyway. So I will mix that up for you, and I will see you in a bit. Alright.